Hi guys. So it took me a while to do this one. As you know, I stuff my journals, I think, way too full, so they barely close. So I've decided to make it a little bit wider in the spine. So this is 8 centimeters spine width, and it's the normal A5 size journal on the inside. However, I think all it did was made me stuff more into it, and I think when I undo it, it's going to have exactly the same problem that I have every time. But that's all right. Nobody seems to mind. Okay, so as usual, I have made a soft cover. This was a request. Someone asked me to do another soft blue journal, and I said, well, I can do the same similar colors. It would be completely different on the inside. I couldn't imagine anything worse than making a journal exactly the same, besides the fact that I love people who do buy these journals get to have a piece of art that is completely and utterly theirs. So yeah, soft cover. You've got pockets as usual, so that you can put some important documents or bits and pieces in there. You have crochet and then hand dyed blue lace underneath that, and then this fabric under there, and then an embroidered upholstery kind of fabric on the inside. Okay, that's just to protect her on her journey. And here she is. As you can see, same problem anyway. That's all right. We'll talk about the cover first. I thought this was quite cute. This is Brown Eyes, Why Are You Blue? And it goes with the diary, journal, sorry. I've just made a little dangle here. Just got a button, and that's a Celtic knot and some little beads that I have put together, a little blue bow, and a couple of little mini tags on there as well. There you go. There is room to put something. I've left that side open, so you could sneak something in there. You could put this journal belongs to. I might even do that for the person before I send it off. And just a little key down here. You've got, this is one of my gel prints. It is the print of it that I did specially for this journal. Some corrugated card behind there that I've just abstractly painted roughly in the same colours. Some crochet underneath in between those two layers. Some lace, and yeah, just a stamped piece of calico on the side. 5 signatures in this one. Some hand-dyed lace, the lace to cover, and there's the back as well. So just a little bow on the closure and just a print there. Now, I wonder if she'll take even longer to get through. I haven't even counted how many pages it is yet, so we'll see. Same closure as I always do with the elastic. So that you can put more in there if you want, but as you can see, the increasing the size of the spine didn't seem to help me much, but that's fine. Okay, here we go. So on the inside cover you have just a journal card. You can journal space on the back. You have some lace there, tea-dyed lace to slide that into. This I haven't done before, so I've just put 2 eyelets up the top there, and that's the same at the front there, and then there's a ball chain that goes right through so that you can hang something on either side, and there is a ball chain clasp, so it can be undone if you did want to change those. When you flip that up, there's just some room in here, little tiny pockets for some tags. I've just put a couple in there for whoever decides to buy it. Just a little one, and that one there. And that's paper that I have mixed media, watercolour, inks, and gold acrylic paint. And I've done that myself. I haven't copied any of those. and just a little butterfly transfer there. This page, some hydrangeas from my garden. Really good way to keep them blue, because I noticed they actually go purple if you press them from fresh. So those actually dried in a vase blue, and then I just put them between 2 layers of paper and ironed them flat, and then laminated them, and they stayed a beautiful blue rather than going purple. So just a hint if you wanted to give that a go. And in here, just a whole lot of bits and pieces. So that is an old genuine ephemera all the way through the journal. I'll let you guys know if it's genuine or not. These are little cards that you used to get in the tea bag boxes, collector cards. Not real, but you can use it for ephemera. I've just made these ones to look old. So you could pop those in the journal wherever you like, or use them in another journal. That is a book page, I believe, from the 80s or the 90s, just a school book, but because it was written in blue pen, it fitted in this journal perfectly. I have done, as you may have seen, a tutorial on how to do this on canvas, just by printing on an inkjet printer, and then doing some mixed media stamping and ink splatters and some water dye running. So if you'd like to know how to do that, just check out the tutorial. This one here, I haven't done this before. They kept on kind of falling out of here because this is quite loose, so I've just popped a magnet on there so that it helps them stay in just a little bit better. We have clothing and shoe sizes, just a little metric chart, ISO paper sizes. That's always really handy actually, especially for a junk journaler, to know what A4, A3 dimensions are in millimeters and inches. I'm always googling that. This one is genuine from 1963, not that old I guess, but it is cool that it's got the blue tinge to it, which is why I included that one in the journal. Been very lucky on Trade Me lately. I've got lots of little goodies that are genuine from New Zealand. This is just a postcard that I have made, but that is a genuine photo that I've managed to get off Trade Me, and I have made it so that it can come out if you'd like to use it for something else or put a different photo in there. This is journal number 5, so you will notice 5s in this journal, just to remind me where I'm up to. I thought this was such a cute little poem. Our cat, I wish that you had seen him, our little pussy cat. He came so skinny, scrag and lean, and went away so fat. They said he stole the food and things, perhaps he did so, but really couldn't help it, couldn't smut. And another lovely poem there about the rain and blackbirds. And then little bookmark dangle from the binding, and just lots of little spots to write in there. Journal in. That just slides back in there. This is just printed digitals, but I've then, because they're laser printed, you can tea dye them and coffee stain them really, really easily. And this one here, that is a genuine photo. Do not ask me who that is, because I don't know, but you can tell by the clothing that it is quite old. This is a copy of a pre-postage letter, which I thought's pretty cool. And you could always find spots to journal on, or you could just use it, pull it apart, and use it for journaling. Not genuine. That's just the other side of the canvas. Little dangle there of a feather. Just a little bit of collage cluster in here. Some journaling space over here. Lots of little goodies tucked away in here. That's another one of those old tea cards. They date from about anywhere from the 20s to the 50s, I think. But I thought they were quite cool. Just a laminated weed from my garden. Little space for a little journaling note. Just a little faux receipt on lunch wrap, and if you glue two lots together, and I just print it through the printer, but it feels like a and sounds like a genuine receipt. Just a little tag again. There's that gel, the watercolour dyed and ink paper. That's just for the person who owns it to do something with. It was a little bit left over, so I tucked it in there. And another little space there. And that one opens up. And you have another, I really liked that little bird's nest. I think it's the colouring, I'm not sure. Space on the back. Another little tag. This one is Roman numerals. I actually teach a maths class as well as art at college in New Zealand. This is the one maths that you just don't seem to use very often anymore unless you're looking at a clock. And I do know my 1 to 12 in Roman numerals, but that is about it, to be honest. The Greek alphabet, and on the back some geographical facts, countries and capitals of the world. And just old tea-stained printable for the owner to use as they wish. I have left a couple of blank pages in here, like this one, where you may not write on it, but you might decide to decorate it a little bit more. This one is a genuine postcard, very old postcard, but I have made that so that it can come in and out. Another little cluster here with a wax seal stamp, and I tried my hand at metal stamping. I love learning new crafts. Love it, love it, love it. Over here, just a beautiful flower stamp. That is a paperclip, modified paperclip. It is just holding this guy in. That is a genuine watercolour that I've done. That's not a print or anything. It's an original. Some journaling space on the back. And I thought this was really beautiful. It's not genuine, but it's very cool. So I tea stained it. Put all these bits and pieces back in actually once I've finished. Okay, this I managed to get a whole lot of shorthand books, and they just happen to have covers that perfectly suit this book. It's even got the name of the owner. I think it's Nancy McCormick, and blue stamps, so I was pretty happy with that. See, there's another one. Must be pretty old. She did say they were well used. And here's a envelope that I've made that's double-sided. You'll see the other one, and I've just put some little goodies in here. And in this one, you've just got a whole lot of New Zealand stamps. There's probably about 10. I won't get them all out. And I tried to make sure that they were either neutrals or had some blue in them. They are newer stamps, but you'll notice further along I've put some older ones in there as well that aren't necessarily New Zealand but are beautiful shades of the blue to decorate the journal with, or you could leave it in the little book that I made. We'll get to that. That is just a print of a mixed media artwork that I did, and I've just die cut the edges to get that really delicate look. Some stamping here, another little cluster here, some pianola roll paper with the writing. Like I said before, in another journal I managed to get 3 of those out of 12 that actually had the writing on them, and another little tag dangle. Some more tea stain paper, lots of journaling space, music paper that I've just put a little bit of paint on so that it masks the music a little bit so that you can write on it. And that is another one of the appliques from my wedding dress. Yes, I did cut up my wedding dress, but I figured nobody would want it, and I did, and I have used most of the fabric and will continue to do so. Please don't judge. Just a die cut tree there, but this is hand painted paper again, using my watercolors and the Winsor & Newton gold ink. Some stamping on tea stain paper, more stamping, just some butterfly rub-on transfers there, and this I thought was really pretty with the little daisies. Here's the other side of the envelope that I made, and there's a couple of goodies in here too. There is a little resined pendant that I have made, and that just has a hydrangea petal in it, and of course old New Zealand money that is no longer in circulation from 1958, but it has a tui on it with it resting on a kowhai tree, because that's what they love. They love the kowhai tree and sucking the nectar out of the kowhai flowers. So just another couple of little treats from New Zealand. It's the back of that shorthand cover. Some journaling space here, just with another cluster. Some hand-dyed lace. And in here, just a little, you could either pull this apart and use them, or you could use it as a little scrappy notebook. And this is just another pre-postage printable. They're so cool. I did manage to get 2 off Trade Me. I am loathed to give them up though. I want to keep them for myself. Maybe if I can get more, I might perhaps give one up in a journal. Another journaling card. Printed catalogue card, so you've got some journaling space on the back. That one there is genuine, so I've left it in the plastic. If someone could tell me what first day covers are, that would be great. Is it the first day that the stamps come out, or it's 1966 anyway. And another large journaling card. Quite a few birds in this one. And then just some hand-dyed crochet. And that's a little crystal, probably quartz, not sure. And another little dangle here with a tag. Some cluster of fabrics, pattern paper. This is what I was talking about. This is really cute. This was a teeny tiny little book, and it's got poems about friendship of it. I couldn't find the date of it, but I thought that is so cute, so I'm going to put the pages into my journals. And then I made this, which like I said, would have older stamps, all in the right shades for whoever wants to use them, or you could just leave it like that. Some printed vellum, tea stained paper for journaling on. That's another piece of the watercolour inked paper, and just another little notebook in there. Lots of journaling space. Gotta find that balance, don't you, when you're making a journal. And over the other side, once again, that is a genuine old photo, but I have stuck that one on with sellotape. And then there's just a variety of different papers in there, and that's another genuine old photo there. Hopefully, again, I've got enough different things in here that this gives people ideas as well, because I love that. I love that you tell me in the comments that it gave you lots of ideas for your journal. Just a blue vintage button with a bit of lace and some paper behind it. And that one is also just a hidden paper clip, and it's got one of my wax seals on the back. This is on the genuine gel printed paper. I did do it double-sided, so that's why you can't see the back of white paper up there, and then I've just put that Winsor Newton gold ink around the edges. I love how brilliantly shiny that ink is. I don't know if you can see it, but it comes up beautifully. I definitely recommend getting that. And this is just some more journaling space, because I know on here you can't write, so although it looks great, I thought that was probably a good way to get around it, to give some more journaling space. Now this one here is genuine, and it is from 1954. I cannot read it. You might be able to, but the writing is just so tiny. Some of it I can read. I can get a little bit of a gist to it, but I thought that could be really interesting to have a read of that. Some genuine history from New Zealand, and a little poem about fairies as well. I love this image. Don't know why, it's just so artistic but also scientific. And I made sure you've got journaling space on the back there. Just a little tuck spot. More hand dyed lace there, tea stained paper. This is just the other side of the vellum. This guy does come off. It's got a lobster clasp, and it's got a daisy in it. Yep. Lift her up if I can. There you go. And that's the reverse. And when I said that I bought a whole lot of bell tea cards, that's what this is from. It's actually from a whole book of them. So this has got 1, 2, 3, 9, 12 original cards on it, and they do have this information on the back of them as well. So you could use that as you wish. You could take the cards off yourself, or you could leave them on there like that. Completely up to you. But again, the paper was just so beautiful and worked out so perfectly for this journal that I just had to put a whole page in there. And yeah, that just sits over the top. It doesn't fall out of the journal. This here is a new thing that I've done that might give you a new idea. You might have seen it before somewhere else, but I hadn't. So it's a pocket, and it's got 2 layers of see-through fabric there, and then I made the book to go in it so that you can see the image from the book on each side. so when I turn it over you'll see. This is actually one of my original etchings that I've done. I'm teaching my Year 9's etchings at the moment, and you've just got lots of journaling space again, weeds of New Zealand. And I do like to include a couple of pages that do have writing on them, because if you wanted to put photos in, it would be more interesting than if they were just on plain paper, I guess. So yeah, I'll show you how. So that just fits into there, and I've made it so that it sits just right for the image on both sides. So there's that one, and when you turn the page, there's the other one. Chapter 5, 5th journal, just a die cut there that I have put watercolours on to colour it, and some hand-dyed blue lace again. Old piece of sheet music. This is from one of the older books that I have. I like to put a piece of this in, quite delicate paper and genuine staining. I haven't done anything to that. So Terry, my blue-eyed Irish boy, another little mention to blue. That is a page from the shorthand book. I thought that's quite cool. Just printing onto music paper, hand-dyed lace again. Chapter 5, stamping, more lace. This is another genuine old collection card. That is not my aged sellotape either, that is genuine aged sellotape. So these ones used to come in sanitarium cereal boxes. I haven't got that many of those. I think I've only got 5 that is insects of New Zealand. Sorry, that's my cat coming through the window, so if you hear a meow, we know who it is. This is the other side of this one, and I have made it so that it also had a pocket, and in that one I have just put an envelope that I've made, nothing in it, but you could do what you wanted with that. And there is some beautiful delicate crochet on the other side of it. That one, that pocket's kind of hidden if you don't have that sitting out of it, so you could hide something quite important in there or something secret. That is just one of my printed artworks underneath that I have gel printed, and I've just decorated it with crochet and lace. And over here, little pocket with a key and a tag and some hessian, some crochet, and then inside you have card with some journaling space on the back of her. Isn't she gorgeous? Forget her name, she's an actress, and she was considered the most photographed actress. Genuine old photo, old wedding photo. You do wonder what happened to these people, don't you? Why we have their photographs. My cat's name is Needles, and Needles is black, and she's about to walk in on camera. I hope she doesn't. In here, I won't open it. I haven't put anything in there. That's for you to put some little mementos and things in. Just make sure we're still centre. This does undo and opens. It's just a little, I wanted to make a pocket that was crochet that was just something a little bit different, and I think I succeeded, but it was a little bit of a labour of love to figure out how to do it so that it would still open, and I ended up not so that I didn't have to have one side with the crochet on it and one without. Another genuine old envelope with the blue tones. So you can either open that up or you can just slide things into it. Sorry guys, this one's a little bit longer, this video, than usual, probably because I made it bigger. Just tea stained paper with stamping. It's another piece of vellum there, printed on. Just a little basic tag there, and a library card that you could journal on. That one's not genuine either, with a little tuck spot. And over here I've just got a belly band with the negative of the die cut, and just a little tag with a little horseshoe on it. Sorry guys, someone's come to my door. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Real life issues. That is genuine. That is a Cable and Wireless Limited receipt with writing on the back. And you've just got, you could make that into a book cover, little notebook cover, I guess, if you wanted to. Just some pretty paper to use that I have double-sided. More journaling space, so I've left that plain so that it can be decorated if need be. Some printed vellum the other side. This I think you could write on, and you'd be able to see it. Just a little bookmark with Queen Anne's lace in there that I pressed. And I love this, Anzac biscuits. These are really yummy. If you want to try it, I'm just going to hold it so that hopefully you can read the recipe. Maybe even try it yourself. I'd love to know if somebody tries these and what you think of them. So Anzac is to commemorate the Australia and New Zealand soldiers at Anzac Cove. And we got the last page. Okay, so this, I thought I'd just, because she's so chunky, I thought I would just include a writing board. So that's quite significantly thick. That it's the same thing that I make the journal covers out of. This side does have something stuck to it, but that one is really flat. So it would be really good to use in the journal so that you can have a hard surface to write on. So I just pop that one in there. Obviously there's a little pocket there to hold it. And this I really enjoyed making, but I will show you these first. So that's another genuine old postcard, Chamberlain Place, Birmingham. And that one is written and date stamped 1933. And another journaling card, chapter 5, some writing space, and this is some music that somebody hand wrote, and I have not aged that at all. That is how it came. That was quite cute to put in there as well. Okay, and yeah, this was something different that I made. So you swing that up and flip that out. You have a 5 up there, that opens, and there's a little belly band there just with another notepad to write in. But yeah, I thought I like to try and make something that I haven't seen, that's just come out of my head. I'm sure it's been done before though. Is there anything that we do that hasn't been done before at some point? I wonder that sometimes. And then that just slips back in there, and that weights it down, and that's just a resined little stamped piece of paper there. And then we have the back. That is the end. That is all she wrote. I hope you enjoyed that. I really hope you got some ideas out of it, and I can't wait to see your comments on the questions that I may have asked, if someone would answer them for me, and hopefully someone will mention that I got an idea out of that, thanks, and I'm paying it forward to all of those creative amazing junk journalers that already exist. This one is available on my Etsy shop soon, however it does have a reserve on it to the lady that requested it. It was on the condition that I would let her see it, and if it suited the blues that she wanted, she could buy it. Otherwise I would put it up on my shop for somebody else to purchase. Okay guys, you have an amazing week and enjoy, and I will see you next time. The next one I want to do is actually black. I want black lace, and I want to make it a dressmaking milliner's sewing journal. So I'm really excited to get started on that. I've been gathering lots and lots of bits and pieces. So yeah, keep watching, subscribe if you haven't, that would be awesome, and I'll see you next time.